Can we do it again? I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. That was real bad.
In most cities, you will find that the mayor is a strong voice leader with a strong opinion and leadership skills to match. But this is called gentrification.
Right.
Okay? Right. Nothing more, nothing less. It's gentrification. It's an effort. This whole corridor right here. See what's out here?
If you have an opinion, let us know. We'll share it. We'll talk to you. Ryan will debate you if you want.
No, I won't.
He's up for that.
Jeez.
Chief forecaster Dakota
Picking
Hunter
on me again.
is
Get outta here.
watching the skies.
That'll set us. Blah, 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 blah.
That's clouds. Those damn clouds. Those damn clouds almost actually caused me to crash on a Southwest Airlines 737 jet, if you could believe that.
I'm not a big fan of hot coffee.
This is going to be your best summer ever. That's why you're thinking cool everything. Cool iced coffee.
Gosh. We don't need to talk about that.
All right. Do we? All right.
No, we don't. And a happy Monday to you and yours.
Hey, what's up?
Justin Gould, Ryan Hedrick.
Justin got married this weekend.
Beautiful outside. I did not get
Show us the
married
ring,
this
Jay.
weekend.
Show us the ring.
Everyone
Show us the
seems
ring.
to think that I got married, and I did not get married this
He
weekend.
got married this weekend.
No.
Congratulations,
No.
man.
Yes! I did not. Oh my God.
Oh man,
Okay,
congratulations, man!
I
knew,
did-
You know,
I
I
went-
knew he was going to be one of the first guys I knew that was close to my heart to get married. But
Thanks.
I didn't get married.
hey, did you?
I went to a wedding.
Did you guys stop at the
Fitness Bunker. Today is Motivational Monday.
Yes, it
we'll
is.
have their segment coming
I've been
up.
working out,
in just a
feeling
bit.
good.
That should be fun. First, though, let's check in with our favorite meteorologist. Although you're not a meteorologist yet, Dakota.
Not yet.
You're working on it, but you're
Yes.
chief forecaster. Dakota
Oh wow!
Hunter. You got to first
I'm
look
just
it up.
dropping everything.
Oh, Ryan's breaking stuff over on the over
casting
on the
couch.
sets. Yes. Anyway, you can tell it's Monday because Ryan's breaking stuff. But let's go straight to Links 1 and we'll break down the weather for yesterday. Where did we top out yesterday? 69 degrees. That's a bit below our average by about 9 degrees. We should be around 78, and we only topped out at 69 due to the rain. And the cloud cover, 57 last night. We picked up 0.15 inches of rain officially in that rain bucket at the Jamestown Airport yesterday. On radar, it is clear, and the radar is going to remain clear probably throughout the next day or two, but there's going to be a little bit more rain that's going to be coming our way as we head into Wednesday. So the remainder of this afternoon, partly to mostly sunny. A nice day, but chilly though. Look at this, 68 waterfront, 75 well inland away from the lake with a north wind, 5 to 10. Here's a look at it for tonight. A mainly clear sky. You may see a few clouds in that animation, but don't worry about that. It'll be mainly clear, 44 to 50. Chilly though with a southeast breeze, 10 to 15. We'll talk about the remainder of that 7-day plus. A very interesting thing that occurred in Salamanca over the weekend. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Back to you on the comfy couch.
All right.
Wait,
thank
no
you.
10-day?
No,
10-day?
Not yet. I think that's coming up.
Dakota 10-day coming up soon?
No.
You're just
love
too.
it.
You know how to pick on him.
I know how to pick on Dakota Hunter. So how was the wedding?
It was great. It was great. I'd share photos, but I'm not allowed to share very much.
Oh, go ahead. It's just us girls. Nobody's
I know,
listening but
no
us
one else
girls.
is
Go
watching.
ahead.
Wait, why?
Well, I don't know. I'd like to share my life with the world. My Facebook friends can see it, but
Okay.
no public photos.
So I am.
But it was a great wedding. Congratulations to Justin and Christine. Which
Does
is
it
not
make
this
you want to
Justin.
get married?
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. Maybe.
Did it make your date want to get married? Did she talk about it?
Let's go to commercial.
No. I want to know. Like
I don't-
generally, when you have a
Right,
date,
okay.
and you go to a wedding,
Right.
they talk about it. Would be nice if we could.
Well, I've
maybe dip into that.
We've only been dating for 4 months now.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk about that. I mean, we talked about the wedding and how nice it was, and she was the maid of honor.
Did you see the starlights in her eyes? Did you see?
Yeah. I mean, she was beautiful. I mean, she everyone looked great.
Did
Kenzie
she
looked
throw out
great.
scenarios where this would be nice if, or that would be nice if, or if it was my
if
wedding,
it was-
I would change
I heard
it?
a lot of if it was my wedding.
That's the indicator. That's the indicator, right?
Right.
For those of you watching out there, do you go to weddings and dream
Yeah.
of bigger and better weddings for yourself?
I think a lot of people probably do.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about the videography of weddings because
Right.
I like to video stuff, right? So I was thinking about how they had an iPhone set up, which was
Okay.
cool. It looked good, the angle they had it. But I'm like, for me, like, I'd want like a multi-camera shoot.
On a multi-camera shoot.
Facebook Live. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It's just too much.
Awesome.
I can see the dollar signs getting racked up.
Ching, 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 ching.
Justin's just picky.
Yeah.
People need a better produced wedding. I don't think people really place a lot of value in the video production of the
Right.
wedding, but it's very costly.
Right, it is. It is
Very costly.
And I did a wedding for an old school teacher of mine, and it was great. Like, I thought the production looked great. I interviewed family members, parents, the bride and groom before, the bride and groom after, in between. Like, it was really cool. And the way that it went through, it's almost like you're watching a movie.
Right.
Which is kind of what I would want for
Right.
my wedding.
Right.
Just because, it's your special day.
So when are you getting married? I've been divorced like 3 times, so I'm like...
Yeah, he's one to talk, right? But no, it was
Awesome.
great. It was great, and tis the wedding season though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I saw over the weekend there were a ton of people on Facebook
yeah.
at weddings getting married.
So I'd
Getting
like
divorced.
to take a sample size of those people, like write down some names
Yeah.
and see when they're getting divorced.
Right, like we almost keep kind of like a counter.
Because the
Kind of-
divorce rate in this country is like 50%.
Right.
And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, right? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. However, I will tell you that I spoke to a divorce attorney a couple of weeks ago in line at a coffee shop. And he's like, man, I am so busy right now. I don't even know what to do. And he also said that he would take into account like the season and then kind of schedule his vacation in between some of the times where people are getting married for,
Right.
the obvious reasons.
Right.
And then maybe take 6 more months and not book any time off because he was going to be so busy
Wow.
with divorces.
Yeah.
So that's sad.
Yeah, it is.
That's very
It is
sad.
kind of sad. It seems like today's societies, everything's so now.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, get it to me now, and it's not that people make rash decisions when it comes to love, because speaking for myself, I don't. It's methodical.
Right.
Ryan maybe, but
I love you at first sight. Yes, I love you.
But,
No,
like,
I only
you know-
love like 6 women now. Like
that's
consecutively.
a good number. That's a good number.
That's lower than in years past.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
So, coming up, we're going to talk about a very interesting case from last week.
Mm-hmm.
A big case, one of the big cases, not the biggest case in Jamestown history.
Not the biggest case in Jamestown history, but
Operation
certainly.
Meltdown.
Yeah.
And as the title of the video suggests, why the feds take everything.
Yeah.
Because they really do.
Yeah.
Don't be a drug dealer.
They want everything, and it will shock you what they're taking from these people. We'll talk about that soon.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs. Serving both commercial and residential lots. Check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us now to book an appointment.
Brought to you by the people giving hope at Gifts Decor and More. With the controversial kratom, Gifts Decor and More is giving hope to Southern Chautauqua County residents, one visit at a time.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
And welcome back to New and Noteworthy. Patrice chiming in here on Facebook. She's been with her husband since 1991.
I love
Congrats
it.
to
Yeah.
both of you. That's true.
You know, when I look at women like Grandma Rosie and her husband, they've been together so long. It seems like the older generation has the principles intact that they stay together longer because they know what true love is, and they know how to ride the ups and downs of a relationship.
Right,
you know?
right. So it's hopefully people will take some advice. That's for sure.
Don't take advice from me.
No, not from Ryan.
Nah.
From Ryan's dad, most definitely.
Oh yeah, my dad's been happily married for I think 30 years now and raised several children, some good, one bad.
Shout out to Dave.
Yeah, Big Dave, and he's happily married. So yeah, it seems like the older generation gets along and applies more principles in the relationship to make it last longer.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Operation Meltdown happened last week. We talked about the huge bust that they had. This is some footage from the press conference where we had the FBI, attorneys from Buffalo down here, Jamestown Police, Ellicott Police, and they arrested, a good, decent number of people. I mean, that's more than you'd see in general busts that we get. But Ryan is here to talk about the reason why I guess the feds take everything in these raids. So you got some information from Barbara Burns, who's the PR person for the U.S. Attorney's Office in Buffalo. Yeah. And we've seen this with specifically the phone shop on 3rd Street.
Yep.
That was seized by the feds.
Sure was. Not a lot of people know that. So when the feds come in, what they do is, the reason there was only 8 people charged federally is because the people that at the top, the Jamel Trapp and Zachiel Fields, known as Zach, the 8 people charged in connection with those two were probably getting their dope from the top, and they could connect those to Jamel Trapp and Zachiel Fields. Now, when you look at like Danny Michaels and Destiny Hare and people like that,
right, the people under them.
Correct. Those are the people that the feds are going after, because when you look at the subsequent raids that happened in the months of the fall, for instance, the indictment charges that between November and June, there was a significant amount of dope sold by all these people, but the feds didn't do any of those raids. The police did the raids. The reason that the police were able to turn those cases over to the feds was because during those raids, people don't talk about this, but if you get caught with between 10 and I think 15 grams of methamphetamine, those are federal numbers. You can charge a defendant federally if you get caught with a certain amount.
Right, because you're a dealer.
Correct. Well,
they try to prove that. Anyway.
Yeah, let's look at the sentencing guidelines for methamphetamine, and you have to have a certain amount of methamphetamine. So whether the local police want to take it federal or not, that's up to them. But as Chief Harry Snelling said, they were getting better results going federal with the cases because, and for sure, he was taking a pot shot at County Prosecutor Patrick Swanson because the county is not giving out or not securing a lot of time for some of these people. So technically, when you look at the sentencing federal guidelines for methamphetamine, there are smaller amounts of methamphetamine that you can take federal as long as you can prove that the people or the person that is dealing that meth is conspiring with a larger group to sell in mass quantities in a large area.
Right.
So that's exactly what this case was built on. It
Right,
wasn't
very
built
much
on a bunch of federal raids.
No, very much a pyramid type thing.
Correct.
Right, where they start at the bottom
Right.
and work their way up.
Right. So the meth guidelines are much smaller because of the addictive nature of the drug. Now I'm on the methamphetamine United States Sentencing Commission, okay? And this report is done from like 11,000 federal drug trafficking cases that were prosecuted in 2013, and it says starting at 50 grams of methamphetamine. 50 grams of methamphetamine is kind of like the breaking point. 50 grams or more, and then there's like 500 grams or more. So each one of these defendants conspired or allegedly conspired to sell at least 50 grams of meth over the course of the last several months. Now it says that in fiscal year 2016, there were 6,460 methamphetamine trafficking offenders who accounted for almost 34% of all offenders sentenced under the drug trafficking sentencing guidelines. So when you look at that, the sentencing guidelines, the feds have sentencing guidelines are like on the left, there would be like a number between 1 and 20, and on the bottom there'd be the number of years. Well, depending on somebody's criminal history, say you have like a petty theft and an armed robbery and a domestic violence, well, all those crimes add up as points. Those points will go on the left-hand side, and then what the feds would do is they would take your alleged number of grams and they'd add those up, and those points would be enhanced. So, like, it's almost like a timetable. It's almost like doing your multiplication. Like, you're going to meet somewhere in the middle, and that number is what you get in terms of years, and that's how they break that down.
Right. And the next step for all of these people arrested in Meltdown is they now have to get their day in court, pretty much, which could take a long time.
Yeah, but I don't know if any of these people are going to want to go against the feds because they have such a locked, sealed case against each and every one of them. Remember, here's the caveat for these cases. The caveat is that all these people, the 8 people, the Danny Michael, Destiny Hare, Cersei Fields, and 5 other people, you can look at it on our website, WNY News, not right now, they were all busted in raids in Jamestown. Mm-hmm. That is exactly what those cases were built on. They're not federal cases being built on more federal cases. They're city cases being built to federal cases. So all these people, Andrew Bennett is another defendant that comes to mind. All these people that were charged are people that were caught with substantial amounts of methamphetamine in the city that the city felt were good enough cases for the feds to take, and the feds analyzed these cases, and there you see some of the deans. Some of the deans weren't charged. Joey Weezy wasn't charged. Some of those people weren't charged because their amounts that they were caught with did not qualify as federal amounts. So you can get caught with an amount that's not a federal amount. Every amount of methamphetamine is not necessarily a federal amount. I will tell you a very interesting story. How much time do we have?
Anytime we can go to break now.
I was talking to a girl who's now in treatment, okay? A girl that's now in treatment. I'm not going to name her name, but she's in Buffalo. She was caught with 46 grams of methamphetamine in January, her and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's now in state prison. Mm-hmm. Why didn't they take the case federal? The reason they didn't take the case federal is because a guy named Jeremy Gross was in the car. We've done multiple stories on Jeremy Gross.
I've heard it.
Jeremy Gross was in the car. He actually flipped over on these people, and that's one of the people that really helped Operation Meltdown come to a boiling point, so to speak. Jeremy Gross is one of the biggest informants in the city, and for guys like that, like, I don't understand why a guy like Jeremy Gross didn't get charged with...
Right, because he was also doing it illegally.
This guy was a habitual offender. What a coward. He actually cornered me in a nightclub in Jamestown last year at some point and begged me for somebody's address so we could go harm them. This is a true story. And for this guy to get off, it baffles me, because this guy will play a big bad drug dealer on the streets, but then he won't get charged in Operation Meltdown because he rolls over on everybody. So how big and bad is he really? Probably not. Probably not that big and bad. But so 46 grams. So there are a lot of things that the Jamestown police worked very diligently on to build Operation Meltdown. But a lot of questions linger, Justin.
They did, and truly at the end of the day, these people are off the streets now.
Sure.
When
Except
will they
Jeremy
be back?
Gross, I
Except
don't
for
know
Jeremy
where-
Gross.
I don't know where he is.
Right. And so good job to the feds. We'll see what happens. And good job to Jamestown Police.
Yeah, this was the ultimate collaboration, and props to Harry Snellings, because he really put 2 and 2 together and started, and Captain Samuelson, and they started a very, very big case, very diligent case, but I don't think they got everybody that they probably should have got off the streets.
And it's a never-ending game of cat and mouse.
Probably
in the city
out
of
there.
Jamestown. Another never-ending job. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's next.
The weather is heating up, and so are the deals at Express Bike and Auto, right here in Jamestown, located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension. They are your one-stop shop for all of your vehicle, ATV, and motorcycle needs. They even sell vehicles, and guess what? Financing is available. So what are you waiting for? Get to Express Bike and Auto right here in Jamestown at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
All right, welcome back. We have to start with this. Now, this occurred over the weekend. There was actually a really interesting video of this little scary thing coming from Salamanca over the weekend, and a lot of people speculated this was a tornado, and it actually was not a tornado in the fact that we don't believe it was making contact with the ground. This was simply just a rotating funnel cloud that ultimately just extended from the thunderstorm, but it was likely not making contact
How could
with the
that
ground.
not be a tornado?
Because if it doesn't make contact with the ground, it's officially not a tornado. One of the things we look for is debris coming off the base, and it's hard to tell from this camera angle, but it doesn't look there was any debris coming off of that, so it likely was not a tornado. As a matter of fact, here's a look at that storm on the higher res radar that we use in the weather office internally, and this right here is what's called a velocity couplet. You can see where the red and greens are coming together. That's a good indication that there was rotation in this storm. It was not severe, but when we have rotation, you can expect wall clouds like that to ultimately form. Live look outside, you can see some of the cloud cover out there, but otherwise it's not too bad. Current numbers at 63 degrees with a 51 degree dew point makes it feel like 62, and don't get used to this dew point number because the humidity is going to come back big O time as we go throughout the week into the weekend. Now, for the NOAA drought monitor, some areas north of here from Buffalo out to Rochester still need some rain. They're in a abnormally dry drought condition, and we're going to get some rain to those areas that need it. On the wider view, there's you right there. The radar's cleared. It's going to be that way. Big high pressure controlling our weather, giving us sunshine and the nice temperatures, but there's going to be a system way out to our west that's going to be moving in here on Wednesday. So if you want to get around to golfing tomorrow, it is looking good. We'll top out probably around 80 degrees, just a little bit sticky, but all in all, not too bad. But bring those shades because you're going to need them with the sunshine. Maybe you want to take your boat on Lake Erie. It's looking good for that as well. The water temperature, 66 Buffalo, 62 Erie. Winds around 5 to 10 knots, creating wave heights around 1 to 2 feet. So all in all, not bad. Now we got to talk about this. This is another Peg the Geek Meter thing. I've shown this before. This is the upper air winds at the 500 millibar level, and what we're watching is toward the weekend into next week. There's going to be a heat ridge building, and it's going to come across much of the northeast, and you can see how the jet stream lifts up into Canada. That means that we're going to see much warmer temperatures, and as a result, it's going to get hot with very muggy conditions. You can see here the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from NOAA agrees with this. You can see hot conditions across the northeast.
He said
and then as we look farther out in the longer range, 8 to 14 days, it'll continue. So hot weather likely for this weekend into the July 4th week. So ACs definitely going to be needed. So we'll, there will be some heavy power loads because of this heat wave. This is the longest stretch of heat that we're going to have in a while. Zone by zone we go. First of all, we'll start here for tomorrow. Upper 70s on the higher hilltops, otherwise lower 80s elsewhere. The humidity comes up just a tad, but all in all, not bad. Eastward into Cattaraugus County, lower 70s here. Again, most of these are valley locations, so you'll stay just a little bit cooler with nice sunshine, humidity. Not too bad, but still up there. Here come the next 7 days, brought to you by Quick Solutions. 79 Wednesday. Chance for showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could pack a punch with some gusty winds. All in all, we don't think that there'll be a big severe weather threat with that. And then as we expand out the rest of that forecast, you can see right there 92 Saturday and 94 Sunday. The record is actually 91 both days. Possible record breakers, and that heat continues into next week. Why don't we take a break and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Dakota. Motivational Monday right after this.
Photo on ESPN.com. Wow.
The weather is... First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
The Fitness Bunker in Lakewood is a locally owned and operated club that cares about your health and wellness. They invest in it. Right now, $16 for 16 days will get you in the door. Lose 4 pounds, your next month is on them. Try a green zone class and maximize your performance. Hot yoga, 24/7 access. Simply walk into Fitness Bunker in Lakewood right now on Summit Avenue. Make an investment in your health and wellness. Fitness Bunker in Lakewood. Find them on Facebook.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
Hey guys, welcome back to Motivational Monday. Today, we're going to talk about stretching. When talking about stretching, there's two main types of stretches we want to talk about. Static stretches and dynamic stretches. An example of a static stretch is going to be like a static hamstring stretch where I'm just bending over and touching my toes from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Dynamic stretch is going to be a stretch and movement. So an example of that being holding on to something and going through a leg swing. Dynamic stretches are going to be more beneficial pre-workout, so right before you're about to work out, because a dynamic stretch is going to get your body primed for movement and for working out, as opposed to a static stretch where we're kind of turning our muscles off. Static stretches are still good, you just want to use them appropriately. For more fitness tips, just check out our Facebook page. This was Motivational Monday, and my name is Joe Walsh.
Great job, Joe. He's a pro. He's a pro. Look at that. Can we get a shot of this guy?
No, it's a girl.
A girl.
This is ESPN.com right now.
Look at Dakota's face. He's like, what is this?
Dakota, just be quiet. Rest up on the casting couch, buddy.
We're about to go off the air now after Ryan just showed that.
No, she's working out.
Yeah, she
looking
is.
good too.
Yeah.
I have so many comments to
Check
make.
out
I'll
this
keep them to
photo in the
myself.
2018 body issue of ESPN.
Yes.
Ooh.
I can't wait to get to the Fitness Bunker because I'm motivated.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Of course,
Love you guys.
We'll be back here tomorrow.
Motivational Monday!
Know what you're thinking. We monitor the comments live. We had a great discussion about weddings earlier. That was fun.
I just seen one comment from Dave saying that marriage is the #1 cause of divorce.
That kind of makes sense, Davey boy.
I love that.
Makes sense.
Dave O'Connor? I thought he was banned.
No.
Okay.
Dave, different Dave.
Okay.